Hey everybody, it is Miranda with MickeyBlog, and today I'm going to do a brief explanation on how to buy Genie Plus, how to set up Genie Plus, so you can utilize this video for your next Disney vacation. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and watch the My Disney Experience video that I did very similarly to this. That way you know how to set up My Disney Experience, how to set up your friends on My Disney Experience before you even step into the Genie Plus explanation. Genie Plus is the new way how you book lightning lanes and how you skip the lines here in Disney World. And so I will be doing my best to explain and how to set it up. So first things first, you're going to go in and you are going to purchase Genie Plus. You are going to go in, click that plus button down on the bottom. You're going to click view my Genie day and tip board, and then you're going to go where it says purchase for today to save time waiting in line. You are going to go ahead, click that, and you're gonna do the whole things to purchase. Now we're gonna pause right here where it says the multiple parks, Magic Kingdom Park, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom. If you are planning to park hop, which means you bought a park hopper ticket, which allows you to park between the parks or hop between the parks, you are going to click the multi-park option. For just the explanation today, I am booking Epcot. That way I can also explain the virtual queue feature. So for me, I clicked Epcot, went ahead, bought it. It was $18 for the day. Pausing real quick, I do want to mention that I did this before 7 a.m. my park day. That is very crucial. You do it before 7 a.m. on your park day. The reason for that, you can do it between the hours of 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. The reason for that is because at 7 a.m. is when you are able to grab your virtual queue. Virtual queues currently are for Epcot, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, Magic Kingdom is Tron, and it will also be Tiana's Bayou Adventure very soon. And those are the two virtual queues that you can currently join. So I bought my Genie Plus for the day before 7 a.m. hit. Now, as you can see, my park up there is Epcot. I did have to reserve what park I was going to for the day because I do not have a good to go day. Good to go day is for annual pass holder members, which means you do not need to book your park for the day. If you are a date-based ticket, you also do not need to book your park, meaning you buy your separate individual tickets for the park. You do not need to make a reservation for the park, but you can go in up here and change park if you need to based on where you're at or if you're park hopping and things like that. Now, I love this little feature. It says that I can book at 7 a.m., which is fantastic. I'm gonna set a reminder a minute or two prior to that each time that time changes, just in case I miss it. I'm having fun in the parks, I'm getting ready, you know, whatever it is, definitely set a reminder so you do not miss the when you can book feature. Now, speaking of virtual queue, to do that, you're going to go ahead and again, you're going to click the three little lines down at the bottom there, and it's going to take you to the screen. You're going to scroll on down and you are going to click the handy dandy virtual queue button. You're going to select the park that you are going to, either Magic Kingdom or Epcot. We are going to Epcot, like I've mentioned, and we are going to confirm our party. You want to do this a few minutes before 7 a.m. So you want to already have your Genie Plus bought. You want to start setting this up a few minutes before 7 a.m. That way you do not miss the 7 a.m. drop time. It is very crucial that you are on the dot at 7 a.m. Otherwise you very well could miss this virtual queue. A couple minutes before 7 a.m. hit, it looks like I'm doing this at 6:58 in the morning. We are confirming our party. Now it's just me, so I did take out the two friends that I had that looks like they're also in the park. I took those out of my virtual queue so they didn't get scanned into a virtual queue because I'm not going with them. That is also likely as well. But this is where you will be able to see all of your friends list. Make sure you click everybody that is going to be riding this ride, and then you can go ahead and scroll on through. As you can see here, you're like holding at this point until 7 a.m. And as you can see, it says pull to refresh or tap the refresh button. I'll either do this two ways. I will just wait till about 6:59 and a half by kind of counting in my head, and clicking the refresh button by tap, 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 tappity tap, tap, tapping it a bunch of times. Or I'll grab a world clock from a different device or things like that and be able to see exactly when it hits 7 a.m. But it's not going to hurt you to refresh the button. That's what I do when like I said, about 6:59 and a half, I'll start clicking the refresh button just a bunch of times, just a whole bunch of times. And then as the screen changes, just keep clicking. I promise, don't read it. It's okay. It's just confirming that you're doing the things correctly. As you can see, I'm refreshing the page. Once it hit about 6:59 and a half, refresh, 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 and then eventually the screen will change. You click join virtual queue, click done, and you're there. So for me, I got boarding group 59 and my estimated wait was about 305 minutes. That may fluctuate just a little bit in the early morning hours, but it shouldn't move too much. Now we're gonna go back into our tip board and we are gonna go ahead and book our first Genie Plus Lightning Lane because it is now 7 a.m. So we are able to book our first Genie Plus. So for me, I know for a fact that for Epcot specifically, the rides that have the highest wait times are Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and Frozen Ever After. So I grabbed Remy's because Remy does like to go down a lot, so does Frozen. But with that type of track that Remy's has, if it's a must-do for you and your family, if you love Remy's and really want to see the ride or go on the ride, I would recommend either grabbing Remy's first or Frozen Ever After first when it comes to booking your Genie Plus. So I went ahead and grabbed Remy's. It says I can go between 9:30 a.m. and 10:30 a.m., which is great. The park opens at 9 for Epcot, most likely. Going back into the same area where it says tip board / my day, we're clicking my day. And as you can see, we have Remy's Ratatouille Adventure booked. And then we also have Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. And as you can see, that is where the estimated callback time is, which is 12:06 p.m., which is perfect. I'm clicking back into the tip board here. And as you can see, it says when you can book. It says 10:30 a.m. The reason for that is because I booked my first one at 7 a.m. and then it goes off of when the park opens. 90 minutes after that is when you are able to book your next one, or you have ridden Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, or your first Lightning Lane expires. Whichever one comes first is when you will be able to book another Genie Plus. So either you'll be able to book at 10:30 a.m. or you'll be able to book again after you ride Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Another feature that I want to show you is how to kind of fiddle with the modification feature. So if you get a time that you do not like, I just grabbed a super random Genie Plus for Turtle Talk with Crush. It has no wait, hardly ever. Don't do that. It's never going to be worth grabbing a Genie Plus. I just grabbed a random one, and so I grabbed it for Turtle Talk with Crush, and then I clicked those 3 little dots on him, and it says modify plan. Click modify plan, and then you're going to be able to refresh the page by pulling it down to grab a different time that you may like. You could get something that's later in the day if you would prefer that, or you may be able to grab something that's sooner. If you see something that's sooner, grab it quickly because it does go very quickly. But to do that, you just pull down the page a bunch of times and you will be able to modify, hopefully to a time that better suits you and your party. To give you a little bit better of a description on the modify feature, I did take out Turtle Talk with Crush. So I canceled that, and then I went in and I grabbed Mission Space, and it got me a time for 3:10 to 4:10 p.m. And we're gonna go in again. I click the My Day option, click those 3 little dots, click Modify Plan, and we're going to, it said 3:10, now it says 3:15. If we want to do that time, pulling down the page a bunch of times until maybe I see a time that is different. I can grab something that's earlier, or I can grab something that's later. Like I said, it just depends. It's never a guarantee to get a time that better suits for you and your party, but that is how you will be able to navigate that when it comes to trying to book a different time. Now, if you are park hopping, you can book other Genie Plus reservations while in, let's say you're in Epcot and you want to book for Magic Kingdom, you can go ahead and do that. It is very simple to do that. You just change the park at the top. You will be able to book whatever Genie Plus and or Lightning Lane that you want to. I really hope this helped you guys out. Just a short little explanation on how to book Genie Plus and how to get those virtual queues. I really hope you found this helpful. We have other videos on our channel and all of the parks and how to park hop that utilize it in the parks. So if you want to check those videos out, I highly recommend that you do that. And with that said, thank you all so much for watching. Go ahead and watch the full My Disney Experience video explanation. I hope that you find that one as helpful as well. With that said, my name is Miranda, and I really hope that you have a blessed day. Bye!